It is the crack of dawn. Good morning. What's up? It's Michael Bidoza, Blading with Chef Knives. It is 6-ish a.m. I'm at the Tustin Skatepark, and I'm just trying to get my morning cardio. Dude, this is gorgeous, by the way. It's summer, so the days are longer. The sun's out earlier. The sun's like peeking over the mountains. It's just a gorgeous day. I'm excited. Let's go. It is day 3 of my 20-minute skate sessions that I've been having to try to get it in before work. Work's been super stressful, of course, and I just figured it's good to get, well, I need the exercise. I think everyone deserves to blow off some steam and get the blood flowing, and I just feel a lot more energized and a lot more progressive. But yeah, these sessions are good, and hopefully I'm gonna kind of pick up where I left off yesterday, and maybe I can get something. Let's check it out. I'm definitely sore from doing all this. I slept at 8 p.m. last night, and normally my bedtime's like 10, 11. Yeah, I was that tired. It's been good though. This is good. I'm sore. I'm getting back into it. I don't really need too much. I just need to get the legs warmed up, get going. That was awesome. I'm definitely going to be a little bit late. I took a couple extra minutes for that one. That was like, I picked up where I left off. I did the bump to fishy day before, and I wanted to do something alley-oop, and I was hoping to do some drop fish brain, but it didn't work out. So I just went with what the flow was going, and there was like, I needed to lean in better, and the lean in on the topsoil just made it worthwhile. So I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna go to work feeling good. I hope that lawnmower doesn't mess everything up. All right, happy Friday. Tonight is Philly cheesesteak night. The shredded beef that's meant for like Philly cheesesteaks that I bought, and I didn't know if this was enough, so I bought a pound of beef chuck that was really beautifully marbled and fat, and it looked great. I hope this is enough. I have some white onions, green bell peppers. These are my hoagies already sliced. Some white cheddar. And then I have my salt and pepper. Let's cook some Philly cheesesteaks on my blackstone griddle. So I still use the top lid of my blackstone box to cover my flat top. And I'm waiting on an actual cover. They're out of stock. Walmart was supposed to send me one, but I'm going through some problems right now. So first two important things here is I got tongs and I got 2 spatulas. Probably just going to end up using the 2 spatulas, and that should be good. Oh man, that noise though makes me sound like Tepan. This will be my side table. So, coming from the restaurant industry, the worst is when you had a burger order and your buns weren't toasted. So I always toast my buns first. And I'm going to be using I got some raw butter here. I got my hoagies. And I'm going to melt some of this butter, because I want to make sure I spread it all over this and make it nice and crispy. You know, I don't know where my accents come from, to be honest. I'm you know, I know the Filipino accent comes from like just being excited, and I guess the part of me just wants to make fun of my mom in some weird way. Well, not, you know, endearment, not make fun of her as in like with evil intentions. It's just, you know, that's what we used to do when we were little. Actually, I'm going to turn this down even lower. I don't want to burn my buns. I haven't even started yet. So I got this all nicely melted on there. I'm going to pick up some of that. So let's get this all nicely buttered. Try to get all edges. All right, and then put that there. This side should be getting heated up nicely. My thought process here is that I want to add the meat, and then I want to add my veggies here. I just don't want to contaminate the meat on my bread. And then because this is sliced so thinly, I might actually put this first with the veggies because they're kind of along the same lines, and then I'm going to add that. You can see this is smoking now, and it'll be perfect. As a chef, I always like to say I'm in control of the heat. Let's get this lined up. Okay. Also, I've noticed this spatula is good for like flipping at a far distance, and it's more of a grill spatula. But I like using this on the flat top just because it's good scraper. And then this is where I get to really have fun and use the I like double fisting my spatulas. It makes me feel like I'm just like some ninja with scissor hands. All right, so there's that. I want to get my veggies going, and then I'm gonna throw this meat on. So get a little bit more oil going. Really want to smear that all over there. And then let's go ahead and... So, this might be going a little too low. Now that we got some stuff on there, might want to bring that up. And then I want to get this combined. Ooh, I touched it on accident. Make sure I'm not burning anything. We're good on this side. Ooh, look at that. Nicely toasted. Ooh, nicely toasted. So this is my hot spot, I've noticed. All right. So this is the first time I had vegetables on here. I'm looking forward to building all this flavor on this flat top. All right, we're getting a nice little sear there. I'm gonna go ahead and add this now. So I want to make sure I season everything nicely, very, very nicely. Actually, I'm gonna let this. I'm gonna let a little bit more of that moisture evaporate, so that when I do salt it, I'm actually salting kind of a more final product, and I don't over season it. I don't like to forget black pepper when it comes to meat. It's a very crucial ingredient. And if you notice, I haven't really touched it yet. I really want it to brown. Just want to get that nice sear going. This, though, I might want to give this a toss. This is like some good action going on here. Get some. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I definitely have too much meat for the 4 of us here. If you see, I'm trying to spread it. I'm trying to expose it to as much of the griddle as I can. Just trying to expose as much of the uncooked parts as I can here. Really trying to separate this. I know I was trying to avoid cross-contamination, but it's kind of just what happens when you make some cheesesteaks. So I'm gonna hit this a little bit more oil, and I always throw the oil this way because I know it's gonna drizzle down that way. So some of that. This oil, you may ask, why do I have it in this container? And it's just, actually, this is deep fryer oil that we use here personally. I don't like to waste oil, and it's still good in my opinion. Yeah, I know there's people out there that are gonna knock me for not using like EVOO, but when it comes to the griddle, this is just what I prefer. Alright, so there's some hot spots I'm starting to learn on this thing. It's like a lot more hotter in the middle. If you can see that it's getting darker right here, it's a little bit lighter up top. So it's good to toast bread on these lighter spots right here. That way it doesn't cook too fast. So if you notice, I don't know if you've noticed, but this was on this hotter spot. So I'm gonna kind of rotate that just to make sure I get some even cooking. And this is gonna be nice and toasty when all of this is when all of this is softened and gotten to the texture that I'm looking for. I want a little bit more action.
the oil. And here comes another airplane. So I'm gonna bump up that heat just a little bit more. I want more action. It's starting to get cold. Look at all this color right here. Look at all that good color. Yeah, I'm gonna start utilizing some of the heat here. That's good. Good heat going on. These are thicker than I normally like them. I'm not gonna knock Sarah, but she cut them. She can't hear me. I really want to get these to a little bit of that color, a lot more black. Look at that. We're getting some good action here. How are we doing over here? So that's getting nicely toasted. Ooh, that's getting nicely toasted. We're in a good place here. All right. Actually, I'm going to pull these off. I just don't want to... and I like my centers toasty, and I don't like crisping on the outside. I want to be able to bite it and then have the crunch on the inside. I think this starts to, we can start looking into dividing this now. Actually, I want to give this a taste, see where this meat's going. Not bad. All right. Start tossing this a little bit. Just want this to be well combined. I want that sweetness from the bell peppers, and then and from the nice flavors of those onions. And I'm going to pull these off too. That's nicely toasted. Isn't that beautiful? This could be toasted more. Let's give that a little bit more love. But I just want to make space because I want to start dividing this. Ooh, look at all that heat. All right. So it's coming in, I don't know if you've noticed, but like, yeah, there's just like a hot spot right here. And I feel like there's a good hot spot on this edge too. I do feel like a ton of heat coming from this side. I don't know what that means. But, so yeah. And then I'm going to start, so these are my like, almost like my safe zones. I'm going to put it in these corners. Yeah, look at all that. I want that effect. All right. Yeah, give me that. Give me that heat. And then I'm going to combine it with this and divide that into 4 ways. Yeah. So you see all that grease there? I kind of want some of that. It gives it color. All right, let's start dividing this up equally here. It's about 4, right? Start locking and loading which one's for which. So it's almost like a equal amount there, right? Of that meat, and then I'm gonna combine this meat with that to really fulfill. So also what I'm looking to do here is make sure that this is kind of the equivalent size of the hoagie. All right, so actually I'm gonna turn this down now because all I'm looking to do is gonna be melting cheese after this. So, ooh, look how beautiful toasted that, and that's probably around the right size. Before I add the veggies though, I want to melt this cheese. I got white cheddar here, and I want to make sure that this is like super gooey in there. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, so I did say I was going to salt that after the fact. So let me get that going. Cool. This one's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and actually put this on the plate here. This one's for Kaylee. This is the tricky part, huh? Getting this delivered. Oh, look at that delivery. You know I'm gonna replay that in slow-mo, right? So all right, that's number 1. So this is like the best part of a Philly though, right? Is like just making sure all that cheese is gooey in every bite. And then I'm actually gonna leave that there because I want to add my veggies equally. Equally, you know what I mean? Whew. Look at that beauty. Isn't it such a beauty? Such a beauty. Definitely need to get a table. That's next for sure. All right. Let's get that. Oh. Cool. And then I'll probably just use this. That might be a little too much for that one. Whoa. Almost lost that guy. Oh. Totally made that one upside down. So that's one. You said you want more of this? Oh, did you hear that crunch?
Crunch.
Was it good?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put mayo. How do you feel about this?
It's not good.
Judges? I don't know if I'm more excited about using the blackstone griddle or eating.
Eating.
No, I think I don't know, low-key more excited about.
Understandable. Okay.
Now you're doing with mayo.
Mm-hmm.
And you're good. In all honesty, this is my first time making Philly cheesesteaks, and I just know that my key components were like making sure there's bell peppers, making sure there's onions, and making sure that the meat was just gooey, cheesy, with a nice crunchy hoagie.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a hot dog. Mm.
So good.
I made the potato salad.
It's German. Actually, can I have it now? I think I've been. Really?
Yeah. Taste it.
Gosh.
You taking some?
It's not a huge difference. Well, because I didn't put too much mayo.
It doesn't bring it together.
Mm. It does. But I don't think I put enough. It's a microwave.